Hello everyone, welcome back to your English class. Students, today we are going to do one of your reader lesson and it's a poem and the name of the poem is The Sea. So students, in this poem the poet is telling us about the sea. The beauty of the sea is described in the poem and the poet is in so much love with the sea that he wants to die on the sea only. Now let us come towards the explanation of the poem stanza wise. The sea, the open sea, the blue, the fresh, the ever free, without a mark, without a bound. So students, the poet he has started the poem by describing the sea using different adjectives. It is open, blue, fresh and free. It is so clear that one can see no mark on it. It is without boundaries or limits. It is so widely spread. It runneth the earth's wide region round. It plays with clouds. It mocks the skies, or like a cradle creature lies. So here the poet is saying that the sea covers the very wide region or very wide area of the earth. Sometimes the tide goes so high that it seems as if it is playing and making fun of the clouds. Mock means to make fun. So as if it is making fun of the clouds. And sometimes it lies like a baby which is there in the cradle. So innocent, like a baby lies in the cradle. I'm on the sea, I'm on the sea. I'm where I would ever be. With the blue above and the blue below, and the silence wheresoever I go. If a storm should come and awake the deep, what matter? I shall ride and sleep. Now here in this third stanza, the poet says that now he is present on the sea. He is where he always wanted to be. Means he always wanted to be on the sea and now he is present there. He has a blue below means the water beneath him is blue and blue above means the sky above the poet is blue. And there is a complete silence inside poet's heart, no matter wherever he go. And silence wheresoever I go. So here the meaning of this line is there is a complete silence inside the poet. So no matter wherever he go, the silence remain the same. If a storm should come and awake the deep, what matter I shall ride and sleep. Here the poet is saying it does not bother to poet whether the storm comes in the sea, either he will survive or he will die in the sea peacefully. Here the meaning of sleep is to die peacefully. I love, oh how I love to ride on fierce foaming bursting tide. When every mad wave drowns the moon or whistle aloft his tempest tune and tells how goeth the word below and why the southwest blast do blow. Now in this stanza the poet is expressing his love towards the rides and he is describing the tides. He says that tides are powerful and forming. What is the forming? That white color form that comes on the sea is this tides are forming and it is bursting also. He says sometimes the tides rise up to so much height that it seems that it will drown the moon. कभी कभी जो टाइड्स हैं वो इतनी हाइट पे आ जाती हैं, इतनी ऊंची उड़ जाती हैं, इट सीम्स लाइक कि ये मून इन टाइड्स में डूब जाएगा. एंड सम टाइम दे मेक वेरी लाउड एंड स्टॉर्मी नॉइज और विसल अलॉफ्ट हिज टेम्पेस्ट ट्यून मीन्स दे समटाइम मेक वेरी लाउड एंड स्टॉर्मी नॉइज and they tell us how is the life under the water and why the sounds come from the southwest part of the sea. I never was on the dull tame shore, but I loved the great sea more and more. And backwards flew to her billowy breast like a bird that seeked its mother's nest. And a mother she was, and she is to me, for I was born on an open sea. The waves were white and red the morn. Now students, in this paragraph the poet is saying that It is also not a bad place where he is living quietly, but he's living where he is living currently. It is not a bad place, but he always loved the sea more than anything, and he always get drawn to the sea like a baby bird is drawn to its mother nest, like, and backward flew to her billowy breast like a bird that seeks its mother nest, means he always get drawn to the sea like a baby bird is drawn to its mother nest. जैसे एक बेबी बर्ड अपने मदर की नेस्ट में खिंचा चला जाता है, वैसे ही पोइट भी सी की तरफ खिंचा चला जाता है. For I was born on an open sea, the waves were white and red were the morn. Now here the poet is saying that the sea is like mother to him, and it will always be like mother because he was born somewhere near or somewhere on the sea. And at that time the waves were white and it was about to be morning. So the everything was white, the waves were white because it was about to be morning. In the noisy hour when I was born, and the whale it whistled, and the porpoise rolled, and the dolphin bared their back of gold. And never was heard such an outcry wild as welcomed to life the ocean child. Now here the poet is saying that when he was born it was daytime, so it was very noisy at that time, and many creatures of the sea welcomed him, like whale whistled and porpoise rolled, and nobody heard such noises before as of now as they welcomed the ocean child. Here what is the meaning of ocean child? The poet is describing himself as ocean child, as he was born on the ocean and various creatures of the sea welcomed him. I have lived since then in a calm and strife, full of 50 summers, a sailor's life, with wealth to spend and power to range, but never have sought or nor sighed for a change. And death, whenever he comes to me, shall come on the wild, unbounded sea. So here in this last stanza, the poet says, since his birth, he has lived both calm and troubled life. Both calm, sometime he was very calm and sometime he was very troubled. Now for 50 years he was a sailor. 50 years of life he was a sailor. He had enough money and power to roam wherever he wanted to. And in the last two lines, these are and death but never have sought nor sighed for a change. But he did not want any change. He always wanted to be a sailor, so he was a sailor. He did not want to change anything. And in the last two lines, the death whenever he comes to me shall come on the wild unbounded sea. So in the last two lines, he wishes that whensoever the death comes to him, it should be on sea. That means he want to end his life on the sea. So students, this was all about your poem, that is Sea. And